I'm back. Okay, so just something that I was thinking about last night. I kind of came up with this concept, I guess you could say, and I call it the 4 chapters. It's just a breakdown of the phases that you go through when you are in a relationship that ends up going sour, whether it be with a person, a friend, a lover, a family member, or a thing, an addiction, in my case, food. So I see it broken down into 4 phases, pretty much, or chapters. And the first chapter, I would say, is love, or the sweet stage, as I like to call it. And again, I'm relating this, in my case, food. So chapter 1 is love, and it's pretty much just, you're happy. You feel like everything's going good, and you're living and loving everything about the relationship between you and that person or that thing. And it's tricky because, as we all know, love is blind, so you never really know what could lie ahead of, what the consequences could be, when something could just completely catch you off guard. And love is very, very seductive, and it's very easy to lose yourself in it, and it's kind of like a comfort when you're in that stage, which leads to chapter 2, which is pain, the heartbreak, the storm after everything. And that's when you realize that you're confused. It's like, what happened? How did this happen? How did I let this go on for so long, and where did I lose control? You realize that you dug your own grave, and that you're in a bad space, whether it be physically, mentally, emotionally, or all of the above. And you feel like you have no control, you're lost, you don't know how to fix it, where to start. You're ashamed and embarrassed, which leads to a lot of guilt, a lot of self-hate. And then that would lead to chapter 3, which is forgiveness. I feel like this chapter, at least, is the one that lingers the most, because we're all so used to just holding grudges and not admitting, our faults. Or so I definitely think that this stage really lingers for a while, and it's very hard to move into this stage and move out of this stage. I think forgiveness takes a really, really long time. But in this case with food, no matter who influenced you to eat your emotions, who made a bad impact on you that you just wanted the comfort to eat, you can't think about them. We all have had bad influence. We've all had people that led us to go eat something, because they made us feel bad about ourselves or whatever. But you can't think about them. You need to forgive yourself before you forgive anybody, because you need to forgive yourself for letting them get to you, for letting them get you in that headspace to go, eat everything. So definitely forgive yourself before anybody. And stop making excuses for yourself and why you did what you did, and don't make excuses. No more self-pity. Just take responsibility, okay? I did this to myself. I put myself where I am. I dug my grave, and that's it. Keep the past in the past, Don't forget the past will always be a part of you, and what happened will always be a part of you, but do not let it follow you to your future. And just learn to let go. You need to tell yourself that you need to learn to let go, because you're not going to be able to fully move on if you don't learn to let go. And that leads into my chapter 4, which is recovery. You have a much stronger sense of self-awareness, when what your problems are, when you're starting to lose control, what triggers you to lose control, and you've forgiven yourself, you've, let everything go, you're ready for a change, you're determined, you're committed, and you strive just for peace within yourself, within your past, positive change, which is a big thing, to keep yourself in a good, stable, mental and emotional space, definitely. Don't think about and dwell about, what happened or who triggers you to go eat something. And motivated to just do better and be better. Trust yourself that you can definitely get through it, whatever it is you need to get through. Accept what you can and can't control. don't try to take control over every little thing, or you're going to drive yourself insane. You're going to be drained. It's overwhelming and exhausting just to make a huge turnaround in general, but to try and control every little thing, I mean, you have to accept the fact that there's things you can't control, and you are going to, make mistakes, and you're going to slip, and you're going to eat something you shouldn't have supposed to. There's going to be times where you, again, let people drive you to go eat, but you're going to have a more sense of awareness, and you're just going to hopefully pick yourself up faster than before, instead of digging another grave for yourself. Just learn, know that you had lessons learned. What happened, happened. There's nothing you can do about it. It is what it is. And, you're still learning lessons. And you're just, you made a promise to yourself to, keep on top of what this issue is, and to just keep yourself in recovery. Moving into recovery is one thing, but keeping yourself at a recovery level is really, really difficult. So that's just something that came to mind last night out of nowhere. I don't know, I just thought it was a really good concept to kind of see the phases. And again, it's not just food. In my case, it's food, but I'm talking about any relationship that goes from good to bad, to letting it go, whether it be, again, a person or a thing. So I just thought that was really interesting to share. So if you guys have anything similar to share, let me know. And until then, I'll talk to you later.